With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. To get us started now, the kicker Chris Boswell, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Escapes the defender, and no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
And they're on the 17-yard line.
No.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. I really enjoy watching Lamar Jackson run those RPOs, Charles, but I'll tell you what, it's tough calling play-by-play because you don't know whether he handed it off or kept it.
Makes you focus, doesn't he? You've got to try and stay with it, and even when we do, we often can get it wrong, because our eyes naturally go to him because he creates big plays. But if you're a runner and you're playing with Lamar Jackson, aren't you happy? He creates so much concentration on him. It should open up things for you.
24 yards a gain there. Another first down as well.
That's another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And his throw is incomplete. The Ravens had a woeful 2-9 on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 23. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here's a 2nd and 5. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Again, they'll run. This is McGee. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From the end zone, here's Devin Tompkins. And they will be backed up deep. Trouble here as they're going to start this drive at the 6.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Off play action. Pickett completes it to Austin. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
2nd and 10. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
There he goes left side. He may go. Najee Harris. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Steelers are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. This is McGee. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And the focus now is making sure that they're hitting on all cylinders as they head into the playoffs. And that means they've got to stop the run better, because playoff football often means running football. So they've got to be prepared for that.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Jackson now. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Reed. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
Here's McGee. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter.
Second and 9.
Now it's Jackson. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively. And this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Now Jackson.
He rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Pickett now from the gun here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run with McGee. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December, early in November, but they will be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got...
And that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On the carry, McGee.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. On 3rd down, McGee. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Jackson on 1st down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Well, he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now a give, right side. McGee. Given 5 yards there, and we're going up second down.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They go play action now. Jackson.
Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Partner, it was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
We have so many different terms for third down, third and short, third and long, third and manageable. How about third and medium? Because that's what this one was. The defense looked like they had him hemmed in, but he gets away, evades the rush, and picks up just enough for the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. McGee. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And gives him a nice pickup.
63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
On third down, McGee. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They'll run on first down. McGee. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that drive was going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on third down, but on that one, the defense rose up and said, enough of that.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on 4th down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on 4th down, as you said, in the red zone.
He's got a man, complete. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Pickett.
Flush to his right. And this is caught. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Harris looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal.
They're right there at the one. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
So now it's third and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Najee Harris in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is now 21-14.
Ravens 14. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Brings up second and 8.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Calvin Austin,
59 yards.
and the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
89 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 3. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
3rd down.
13. Hey, Ozzie. Right on.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Throw left side complete. That's Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And they regroup defensively after the broken tackle, getting to him just beyond the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
That's a gain of 3.
Now this is going to be a quarterback draw.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down. To throw is Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Reed. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Ravens have cut it back within a score. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter and gets them right back in this football game.
And I think we can safely call that a statement drive, because they had to be saying, we have put our best foot forward in the first half, but we certainly mean business now. Maybe a better term, a prove-it drive. They proved it to themselves that they were ready to go.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
1st down, Steelers.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Now Pickett looking to change things up.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
So the false start will back them up 5.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Now here's another carry for Harris. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Now Pickett will look to pass it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense is moving it a little bit, out back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Pickett throwing again on 2nd down. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3 quarters. The middle they go. McGee. There he goes, left side. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there. With Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. 2nd down. Here's Pickett. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they'll accept that penalty, and that will, of course, move the football up the field. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Back to throw, Pickett. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got Smith here. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Steelers send out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Jackson. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Play action. Now Jackson. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A gain of 22. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, McGee will manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
2nd down and 8.
Throw caught by Flowers. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Jackson, options out left. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually usually account for him, and he's hurting him today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth. Now a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. McGee, able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Jackson's going to look to run it. Diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out, and in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. It's up and good, and they jump back ahead, 35-28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. This is 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The towels are waving. Steeler fans on their feet. It's 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And the ball comes loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get this thing into overtime. How deflating.
Absolutely. I mean, let's face it, heartbreaking. They had an opportunity, had a chance, and probably were feeling pretty good about what was going on, and that was taken away from them by their own mistake.
Yep, the opportunity squashed. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's bid for the 1st down, coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Tucker's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Here's Pickett. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So for the Ravens, the win moves them to 3-9 now on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.